So, Yorgos Lanthimos,
The man himself.
the man, the myth, the legend, the filmmaker. Maybe one of my favourite, if not my favourite filmmaker at the moment. There's a few, him, Osland, and
Wow.
I blank, but he just, every movie that he makes, I kind of am into it and was quite excited for
Jim Cummings.
this movie. Jim Cummings,
There you
obviously. Go. Yeah. So I've been looking forward to this one for a while, although it did feel like it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I've been looking forward to it for about a month and a half, which is when I found out it had been made, because there wasn't much buzz before that, which is peculiar since it was filmed before Poor Things.
Yeah, apparently so. Obviously, yeah, of course, we had Poor Things very, very recently. What, 7 months ago?
Yeah.
At this point, again, really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favourite Yorgos movie, but it's solid. You know, really, really good. And you got quite a lot out of that film as well.
5 stars.
Oh, was it 5?
Loved it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, and we watched Dogtooth for season 6 recently, which went out a few weeks ago, I think, at this point. Or last week, who fucking knows? It went out at some point. Who cares? So it's fair to say that we're probably quite big fans of Yorgos Lanthimos. And sometimes that can be a bit of a burden when you're such a fan of someone and you're really looking forward to something, expectations, and you think, it could let you down in some way. Was I let down by Kinds of Kindness? No, I was not.
I wondered where that was going then. It's like, were you?
No, I wasn't let down by it. I thought the trailer was excellent.
It didn't give much away.
It didn't give much away, but it was really solid.
Mm-hmm.
It got me interested, which is all the trailer really needs to do.
Yeah.
The fact that it was an anthology movie and you told me this going in. Non-spoilers, spoilers?
Medium spoilers.
Medium spice, this one.
Yeah.
When you told me it was an anthology, I was a bit, okay, right, so we've got to deal with several stories then in one movie.
They're not your cup of tea generally, are they?
Not typically, no. But the fact that it's Yorgos, okay, like I'm in anyway. And do you know what? It was quite a long movie. It's 2 hours 45.
Yep.
So you get to spend a fair amount of time with, and it's told over 3 kind of stories. You get to spend a fair amount of time in those 3 stories that it doesn't really feel like an anthology movie to me. Not in the sense that you watch a VHS and every 12 minutes there's a new thing with new faces and new people you've got to get used to. You have the time to sit with the characters in each of these pieces.
Yeah, I mean, each story gets almost a full hour.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd read very little about this in the run-up to going to see it. So unlike The Bike Riders, which we saw in the same weekend, I didn't really have any expectations other than our familiarity with the director.
Yeah.
And obviously co-wrote it with a regular collaborator as well. So it was always going to be predictable tone-wise.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with a Yorgos movie at this point. And I was thinking about this last night.
You do and you don't, because I couldn't have predicted where any of the stories were going to end up.
Yeah, I think what I'm getting at really is that you are, I hate this phrase, expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
But it really is that. And I was thinking about this while we were watching it last night. And if maybe that can be a little bit of a hindrance now on his movies, because there were certain points in this film where a thing was being hinted at that might happen. And I was thinking, this thing's definitely going to happen. And we're definitely going to see every part of it in excruciating detail, aren't we? And we did. And I wasn't disappointed by that. But I guess they're becoming, hesitant to say, somewhat predictable in their unpredictableness.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does. It does, but I don't find that.
But it's not, it doesn't really affect my enjoyment. I just thought that was interesting. And I wondered if anyone else was having those thoughts. And when we sat down in the cinema as well, we did do a little sort of left and right and said, sort of leaned into each other and said, I wonder how many of these people know what a Yorgos Lanthimos movie is. But there was a fair amount of laughs in the screening.
I was thrilled that we weren't the only ones laughing. That could have been super awkward.
So I gather mostly everyone in there knew what they were going in for, with the exception of one young woman who left the cinema for about half an hour and came back.
And somebody who went to the bathroom just as one anthology ended and another started.
Yeah. And I thought, oh, bless you, you're going to be so confused what's going on here. Because and that's another thing as well with the anthology nature of this. Usually anthologies are, different actors, right? Different stories, different actors.
Generally, yes.
Okay. But this one, it reuses the same actors. You've got
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons, Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe.
Margaret Qualley,
Yep.
Hong Chow, Joe Alwyn.
Nice pull.
Hmm?
Well done.
Hunter Schafer was only in one of them. I was surprised that she didn't show up more.
Yeah.
Because she was featured in the trailer. But yeah, like some of the regular faces that he's worked with multiple times now.
And so the anthology thing. So usually these anthology stories are told with different actors, but this one uses the same actors in different roles, although there are quite strong similarities in the three. It's not like they're three completely different stories. Remember we said medium spoilers here.
Medium spoilers, yeah.
But they're similar enough that you feel like they are of a piece and part of this whole thing, that you're meant to view it as a whole rather than three separate things.
Yeah, and there's definitely like through lines and themes that keep coming up and stuff as well. So
there's a really nice visual gag that maybe tickled me the most, and I'm not going to spoil it.
Good.
But it's something that they talk about in what the first part, and in the second part, and in the third part, it's paid off.
Yeah.
Quite subtly. And if you've watched this and you know what I'm talking about, I'd be super interested to know if you noticed it as well, because they don't mention it in the. I'm going to smile it. It tickled me.
Okay.
But I was very happy to hear lots of people laughing at cinema, especially in the UK. We're so repressed that we just don't really show much emotion at the cinema, and I hate that, because I'd like to be in an audience that's laughing and joking and stuff like that. I suppose it depends on the movie.
And we're a nation of people who are glued to reality shows, so there's very little airtime given to the absurd these days.
Yeah. So I enjoyed that other people were enjoying it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that I was enjoying other people enjoying it. It was long. Okay, it's a long movie.
But it didn't feel it. I wasn't like checking my watch. I wasn't getting uncomfortable. I was riveted the entire time.
I was starting to feel it.
Were you? Okay.
I enjoyed it, and I laughed consistently throughout it. And we discussed this in our Dogtooth episode. But for me, Yorgos Lanthimos movies are comedies, and I think they're very, very dark comedies.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
This one was very funny.
And yeah, exactly. And this one was no different. This made me laugh as much as any of his other films, I think. It's such a specific and bizarre sense of humour. It's the deadpan, it's the editing.
The editing kills me. Just lingering on a frame or a reaction a second longer than is normal, a second longer than what we're accustomed to. And it's like, oh no, this is awkward now. And that becomes funny. And like the really weird, discordant score that just didn't fit with what was happening on screen. So the whole thing makes you a little bit, it's all a bit off kilter, isn't it? And it just makes you a bit just generally uncomfortable. Yeah,
it's certainly with his movies, I would say they definitely would make you uncomfortable. It makes you think about why you're uncomfortable. The editing, like you said, when it lingers slightly too long on somebody, I've noticed that before in his movies. But in this one, I noticed for the first time, and it's it's not really a spoiler, but we cut to Willem Dafoe's character in the first one, and instead of lingering on him too long at the end of the shot, at the end of the sequence, it's at the beginning. It's almost like they've cut to him too early, and there's a slight delay, and then he starts talking, and that was funny to you and I. We had a little chuckle.
It's what the youths on TikTok call the millennial pause.
Oh, okay. Of course, there's a fucking name. There's probably a million memes about it.
But I love that, because it's sort of, it makes you think of like a Tommy Wiseau or somebody who just doesn't know what they're doing. But because Yorgos is a master of the craft, it becomes funny because he absolutely knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I truly feel like he's one of these filmmakers that is, when he's making a thing, his thought process is probably how can we make this the funniest that we can.
Yeah, okay, but weirder.
Yeah.
How about weirder?
How about more deadpan? I bet, obviously he has actors that he works with, as do many filmmakers that they work with again and again and again, because there must be this shorthand, and these people have worked with Yorgos Lanthimos before. They know what he kind of wants.
Yeah.
And he always demands a deadpan delivery. And I was thinking, why is that? Because it is funny. It's funny that there's lines are delivered with zero emotion, especially when you're seeing things that are quite disturbing in nature. why is that? And outside of it being funny, I guess you maybe are able to apply your own meaning to it, like it's a kind of a blank slate delivery, so you can interpret it a certain way. Because he's not huge on, again, talks about this in Dogtooth, but he spoke to Mark Maron on What the Fuck, and he was talking about interpretation, and Maron was asking him, as you would if anyone's interviewing Yorgos Lanthimos, what the fuck do they mean? And he was just kind of like, well, your take is your take. That if you have a view on it, I'm happy for you to have that view, and it's not wrong. That's what art is, kind of thing. So I wonder if it's so things are open to interpretation more. Partly, I don't know.
Maybe. I like that he's not precious about that, because some people are just like, you've misinterpreted my movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's cool to hear the opposite end of that spectrum.
Yeah. Emma Stone, great.
She always is, but I think particularly she kind of shines in his films because she's almost become like a muse for him. Yeah. She's been in loads of stuff now.
Very physically funny.
Yeah.
Like, Poor Things, amazing, like masterclass in comedic acting, and physical
the physicality of it. Yeah.
A little bit of that here, not as much, obviously, because it's just the nature of the thing. But there's a moment in it when she's just walking, and there's just the way she walks really, really tickled me.
Okay.
And very good in all three segments. She gets more to do as the movie goes on, so you do get to see more of her. And Jesse Plemons, obviously, you get to see him throughout as well, who I also enjoyed. Obviously, most recently, saw him in Civil War.
Briefly, yeah.
And
he was great.
Really, really good. Again, just got that sort of dry, deadpan delivery that just works so well in a Yorgos Lanthimos movie. Has he been in one of his films before?
I don't know. Not that I remember.
Well, he's perfect.
Yeah.
He's perfect in it.
Yeah.
And do you know, like, another thing that I enjoyed about this is that it's kind of that thing that I was saying about expecting the unexpected with his movies, and there's definitely that. But when I sat down at the start of each one of these segments, I was just thinking, okay, what's this going to be? And it gets 5-10 minutes in, and I'm thinking, I'm so confused. But you get to the end, and it kind of all ties together.
Sort of.
As much as you can hope for in one of his films.
Yeah.
And it's such an enjoyable experience to just be, I don't know, like I'm happy to be lost in a sea of Yorgos Lanthimos metaphors, only to be rescued by Yorgos Lanthimos on a boat chartered by Ruben Östlund. I sell shit.
Yeah, I agree. He's his brand of weirdness is just very unique.
Yeah, it's so me. It's so the darkness of it, the fact that he seems to be of the opinion that we can really joke about anything we want.
Nothing is off the table.
Yeah, it's all about intention. But, why don't we just have a good old laugh at this absurd, dark shit, often quite real stuff that happens in the world. Yeah, it takes a special skill to be able to pull this off, I think. I can't imagine anyone else doing this. And do you know what? I'd love to see some people try. I'd love to see Len Wiseman try and do a Yorgos Lanthimos movie.
I would really like Yorgos Lanthimos to team up with Charlie Kaufman.
Oh, God, yeah.
I want him to direct a Charlie Kaufman script.
Oh, it'd be 3 days long.
And impenetrable in its weirdness. But I would love to see that.
God, it was such a bold move to open this with Sweet Dreams as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that when this, because that's on the trailer as well, they play Sweet Dreams over the trailer, and the movie starts and it's straight away, Sweet Dreams, and I thought, my God, you have got some balls, sir. One of the most iconic, best songs of all time, most well-known songs of all time. Yeah. Everybody loves Sweet Dreams. And I just thought, wow, you've got some gall here. And it totally earns it. And in fact, helped me with my understanding of what I thought the movie was, kind of. I still don't know. I've got no idea, but there's certain things that I think, oh, is this kind of what you're going for? This kind of quality in this film? being quite cryptic there.
We are,
really
yeah.
careful. I just don't want to spoil anything for this.
Yeah, I think most of his movies are better viewed without all the facts.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
So let's end it there and just say 4 thumbs up.
Okay, 4 thumbs up. Got it. Okay.
Well,
so
yeah, mine and yours.
not quite in the highs of Poor Things.
No, it's not. It's definitely not one of my favourite films of his.
Yeah.
But I mean, he hasn't made a bad film that I've seen. So
no, to say
they've all been excellent.
To say that it's not one of your favourite of his, however, is 4 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's kind of meaningless.
Solid. Yeah,
so they're all great.
Yeah, agreed. Fucking go and see it.
Yeah,
can't recommend this movie enough.
Just don't take your mum.
Well, it depends. Depends what your relationship
depends who your
like.
mum is.
It depends who your mum is. Yeah. If your mum's Suella Braverman, then don't take her.
Or do.
Or do take
Torture
her.
her, yeah.
Yeah. Sellotape her to the chair. And force her to watch this movie and see how comfortable
Clockwork
she is.
Orange style with her eyes propped open. We're not really asserting that anyone should do that.
Of course not.
Just before we get taken seriously.
Yes, definitely don't do that.